YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Steez. I'm back with another video. Like I told y'all in my last video, I was going to start trying out some other games because of the state of Call of Duty and the bullshit that they on nowadays. Y'all already know what it is. If you seen that video, then you know what I was talking about. But this is one of the games that I was trying to tell y'all to try out at the end of my last video. It is called Splitgate 2. You probably heard about it by now. The full release date is tomorrow. So if you are seeing this video, the full release is probably either already out or, you know what I'm saying, about to be out in a few hours. So if you do have time to go check it out, try it out, test it, you know what I'm saying, the full thing will be right there for you to go ahead and dive straight into. But I just want to talk a little bit about the game because I went ahead and tried it out. And I'm not going to lie, like, from the past time that I have been playing the game, I low-key been having fun on it, but it's a lot of things that do need some attention if it's going to succeed, because if it doesn't, it'll probably end up just like X Defiant, Off the Grid, all these other fucking games that keep coming out one by one, and it keeps having the same fucking issues and the same problems. But outside of that, I do feel like it's a good game, and the core mechanics, man, the way the movement feels, it's like you're feeling like you're having fun again, bro. That's the best way I can explain it. It feels like you're having fun again, like naturally, and just, you know what I'm saying? It's authentic to what it is, and to my understanding, it's made by a small group of developers, unlike other titles that's made by thousands of people and still can't get fucking core fluid shit down. Like, I've been playing this game and there has been probably like no bugs I've ran into. Mind you, it's not really fully released. It's a beta, so all the characters in the game are kind of like plain as hell. It's like no characters, no faces like that. It's real bare minimum, so you know what I'm saying? Everything is still bare minimum, but at the same time, bro, everything is fluid. And it's just perfect, and it's smooth, and it's buttery. Like, it's just, it goes together, and I haven't seen no drops, no bugs, no nothing from what I've been playing. And big shout out to whoever is like I don't know what the fuck, like the big name for like the people in charge of Splitgate, but big shout out to anybody at Splitgate and Splitgate 2. I played the original Splitgate back in 2020, 2021 when it was trending. I used to stay out Kentucky then. I played the game. I loved it. But it had kind of, you know, because I'm a true, like, to the core, I'm a Halo fan, bro. I've been playing Halo since a kid. I used to play Infinite a lot around that same time because that's when Infinite had first came out too. So I was kind of jumping back and forth from both of them, and then Splitgate kind of fell off, and then it kind of went out of nowhere, and I just never jumped back on. But when I seen 2 was being made, and it was made in a different way, I knew that I was going to be one of the first people to try to jump on it and try it out because I was really a big fan. So let's just dive right into what I think is good about the game and what I feel like needs to be changed and what needs to be like given attention right now before we just see a whole nother, like, you know, Call of Duty killer wannabe type shit and a huge fall off. So first, portals, bro. Like, unlike the first Splitgate, I feel like in Splitgate 2, portals are not as needed as the first installment. Like, you can make some clutch plays and, you know, just pop up here and there on the enemy using these portals, or maybe you need to get out of a situation, like a sticky situation, real fast, or, you know, you trying to, like, I don't know what you just trying to get around the map a little bit faster. But the portals on Splitgate 2, a lot of these locations, it's just kind of pointless. Like, it really doesn't need to be there. I feel like they have too many portal locations kind of in this game, but, you know, it is the brand, is what it is. It's what they trying to make, what they trying to build on. So I get it, but for the most part, a lot of times I was playing this game and a lot of times I was watching my teammates play this game. Not too many portal shit happening. On certain maps, the portals do come in a little bit more clutch. But on maps like the one you see me playing at the beginning of this game, where I got like this carbine, like scope on my rifle type shit, and the portals are not as needed because it's just real fast gameplay. Like, you know, the enemies respawn really fast. You know, it's just not really a whole lot of situations where you're really going to need them like that. So I feel like that's one of the problems, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but me personally, as I was playing it, I just kind of feel like a lot of the portal locations in this game are just pointless, and you're not really going to be using that shit for real, bro. Like, you just kind of just going to be like running and gunning for real. So I feel like that's the #1 thing that needs a little bit of attention, like, moving forward. But other than that, it's still a nice add-on to the game, and there are instances, like I said, where you will be using and needing them portals type shit. Now, first load in into the game, on the main menu, you're greeted with your character standing around in like a Fortnite fashion. All these, they went with the classic Fortnite fashion. So, we can go over here and we can see that they do have a battle pass. So they are offering microtransactions. This is a free-to-play game, which brings me to my first topic that I feel like we need to touch on now. I did complete this free beta pass. It was actually $5. Probably because it was a beta. I'm pretty sure when the real pass comes out, it's going to be $10. But, you can they also got things in the store, and, the currency works the same in every single other title. Like, all these games do the same thing. And I feel like this is one of the most major problems with these free-to-play games, and how it comes to how they hold up against other games like Call of Duty and Fortnite and the big dogs. Because it's like, when you're doing everything the exact same way and for the exact same price, and it's not the exact same feeling or fun people are getting, especially when you're trying to build a name, I just be feeling like these games be kind of killing themselves off the rip. Like, everybody's doing the $10 for 1,000 points and the $20 for 2,000 points, and the battle passes are $10, and it's just all the same shit on every single fucking game, and it's really starting to get annoying. But I'll actually accept it for a game like Splitgate 2 because it's actually fun. So, we'll see how the rewards and how everything else holds up on launch. But as of right now, I do feel like they need to really, really, really be careful when it comes to the microtransactions and how much they charge and how much cosmetics they offer compared to what's able to be unlocked inside the game. Because I'm so tired of these games coming out and there's nothing you can unlock inside of the game. I feel like this is the biggest problem with a lot of these games now, is you have to buy every fucking thing. Bro, when I'm playing your game and I can't unlock nothing but a battle pass, it gets to a point, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. It just gets to a point. So I feel like they need to start adding in more things, and Splitgate could definitely succeed if they come with some kind of like reward system from just naturally completing objectives and challenges. As we can see, there is a challenges tab. They have week 1 challenges, week 2 challenges. As you can see, I completed a few, and your average daily challenges to give you some daily rewards. They got these blue things that you end up like achieving, and you use that to unlock things in the battle pass. And let's just hope it's not the only thing we can use that for, and we can actually use these like blue bucks or these blue tickets to actually unlock real things inside the actual game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it started to get a little awkward because, like I said, we don't want this game to fall off like we seen XDefiant does, but it seems like they seen what happened to XDefiant and they started picking up on some of the slack. Like, they got 3 different categories, 3 different types of ways you can play this game, and they calling them factions. Now, I've only played 2 of the factions. I played the Meridian, and I feel like that's the most meta one. I haven't played the Sandbrisk or something like that. It's like almost like the it's almost like the Intel, or it's like, what the fuck was they called on XDefiant? It was people that wore a mask on XDefiant, and his ability is he can put a wall down that him and his teammates can shoot through, and you cannot. And then we got the Meridian, like I said, which I feel like is the best one in my opinion so far from what I've tried. Is the one that has the intel, just like the goggles people that was on XDefiant as well, that could see enemies through walls and whatnot. You do like a little scan. And then the last one, the last one is, what was that? Like arrows. And it's like you just can just put this ability where you like go faster, you get faster regen, you get faster health, has faster speed, reload, shit like that. It's cool. I feel like that's probably the most weakest one in my opinion. Unless you just want to be, unless you want a certain map where you want to be fast. Like it's a game called, it's a game with a ball. I forget what it's called, but you take the ball and you run the ball to the base, and you try to take it back to your flag or your team's like defense base, where you trying to put 3 balls. You want to get 3 of them. First team to get 3 balls to their like home base wins the game. I feel like that is the only game mode and the only like scenario where I feel like that probably is the best character, because other than that, you don't really have any ability that really kind of helps the team out when it comes to, defensive wise or attacking wise, or, just strategy wise, it's just kind of just like you can just go faster. And I just feel like speed is not really that important in this game because everybody's pretty fast, especially with the way the jetpacks and the shit fly around the map. Like you can really get around this map, like big maps and just any map on this game really fast because of the portals for one. And then for two, the jetpack and the speed boost, I feel like it's really quick already. So, it just kind of feels like a pointless faction in my opinion. You just kind of just feel like somebody that doesn't have any abilities rather than somebody that has an ability. But for the most part, like I said, it's cool. I see what they did with the Lastille there, but I fuck with it, and I feel like it really allows the game to flow to the best of ability. Now we probably are going to see some more factions come out later in the game's release. I can only probably imagine they'll probably start adding on more like different characters with different powers. We might even see one on launch probably. Like that's just a wild guess. But now I want to talk about the actual game a little bit and what I feel like coming from a game like Call of Duty and how I feel coming over to it. And like I said, it is fun. I'm having fun. And I feel like what makes the game fun is, for one, the maps are beautiful, vibrant, colorful. It's a lot of like, it's a beautiful game in my opinion. And especially in the type of way, I would love to see how it looks on launch, especially with more like, stuff in the game, because this is beta and it looks beta and it feels beta. But I would love to see how a full finished polished version is because the maps are beautiful. I love how it's so much of a different variety, and especially the big 24 like onslaught type maps where it's so much space, it's so much area. And that, in my opinion, is one of the best modes in my opinion so far from what I've played. I also like the firecracker mode, which is like a search and destroy. It's like a whole new way to play search and destroy, where it's like not rounds and you only get one life, but it's more so like, teams respawning and you're trying to hurry up, plant the bomb and try to hurry up or defuse it on the opposite side. And it's just fun. And all the game modes go like through rounds. So like, it's like, say you play TDM, right? And it's the first team to get to like 20 kills, and then it's the next round, and then it's the first team to get to 20 kills again, and then it's the next round, and so on and so forth until you win 3 rounds. And I just feel like that was tough in my opinion. I feel like that makes it fun because if you are in a pickle situation where you and your teammates is not really on point, or you need to like try to come back and shit, like that was low-key fire the way they did that shit. Like I like how they did that. I feel like that was amazing like type of shit to add to a game, bro. Like you can have your second or third chance to try to come back and try to spin that shit around for your team if y'all first strategy or second strategy wasn't working. That's hard. And if y'all end up tying it up and going to like, if y'all both got 2 wins and y'all on the last 5th final round, it gets even more tough because they make you have only 1 life, no respawns on the last round. So now it really comes down to like, once you die, now you dead for good, and your team gotta like try to clutch up. I don't know, bro. I like how they did it, man. It's so fire, bro. I just feel like it just needs more like oomph into it, like it's missing something. Like I said, like the characters, I guess the characters is only like that because of how the game is coming out. I don't know. I feel like it's too like blue and red, you know what I'm saying? Like it needs more color, it needs more character to it, but not too much microtransaction wise like Call of Duty and Ninja Turtles and shit running around. But I just feel like with the characters having more oomph and being able to see enemies in a more like clear way and what they are and how they stand out in the map, I feel like it'll make it flow better. And not just these big, beautiful maps with these like random, like blue and red figures just kind of jumping and flying around that shit. But other than that, bro, I feel like the gameplay fluid wise is just tough. Like everything about it is tough. It flows, it's meshed. It feels way better than the first Splitgate. Everything feels polished as fuck, bro, in my opinion. Like the only problem is it does get a little bit sweaty. Like at first when I hopped on, it was hella. It was too damn easy, but it did start getting sweaty. So I know once the sweat fest people start getting on here, it is going to get a little difficult. Don't think this game is just sweet because they talking about, oh, it has no SBMM and shit like that. Trust me, bro. I've been playing with a couple sweat fest people, and I'm talking about like really, really sweaty. Like you really got to be quick with it if you think you even going to get a kill, or you just going to keep dying and respawning. Like it's people already that's like good as fuck at this game. I don't know how, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just good automatically. So, I was putting up a fight, but I'll put up a clip to show y'all, like, how they was really, like, whooping ass and shit. But other than that, that was few and far between. And like they saying, few and far between. Like they say, it's no SBMM. So, like, every time I get a hard lobby or it's, like, some sweats, I go play a different lobby where I'm, like, dominating again. So, it's really a good feeling how it's randomized. And Another thing I seen at the end of the games, like at the end of matches, bro, you have the option to party up with your fucking team if you like that team. Let's say if you and your team, like, y'all all talking on a mic, y'all having a good time, you can press party up, bro. Like, no more random, like, you know what I'm saying? No more not talking. You can literally stay with that team if you want. Same shit Fortnite did when they put the whole stay with team button. Like, I feel like that is one of the things that I love about video games is something they need to bring back. And I love how Splitgate is bringing back just fun aspects and just aspects to a video game that's not all about trying to make money and keep you hooked with that TikTok brain type of shit, and just really trying to get you to enjoy the fucking game and have fun with who you playing the fucking game with, bro. Like, straight up. All in all, and for honesty, I feel like this game could be like, you know, the arena shooter that Halo Infinite could have been if it focused more on fast-paced, fun gameplay, and you know what I'm saying, and not just that core Halo experience. I feel like, you know, like I said, I just would love to see more, like, you know, natural shit in the game that you could just unlock without having to spend money. Like, everything being a money grab now. Although I respect the free-to-play shit, it's just like, you know, I just would love to see more experiences come back out, and it's not always free-to-play. I don't mind spending a little bit of money on a game no more if I know I can actually unlock and grind to get shit out the game. Like, when I'm just playing your game all the time and I'm just fucking grinding, and the only way I'm gonna unlock something is if I buy it, grinding the game just starts to feel fucking pointless. Like, I don't need to grind a game. You don't have to grind a game no more. You could just get on the fucking game and just literally spend your money on the first day. Like, every time I play a new game with my dogs, if they hop on the game, they'll literally come in my lobby with a $20 skin and the shit already in the store already. And they'll tell me, bro, you know, every time I start playing a new game, I gotta get something out the store. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what kind of just becomes lame. Nothing really, you never got that bragging right. Like, yeah, look what skin I'm wearing. Like, I miss back in the day how games used to have that bragging right. Like, you seen somebody in, like, for example, Black Ops 4, Blackout, when they had the numbers skins on your operators, and they had like the red numbers popping up, like from Mason sitting in the chair, bro. When you seen somebody with that shit, bro, you knew a person grinded or figured out how to get that shit, like, just naturally, bro. And it was not forced, it wasn't spent, it wasn't pay to win. And I feel like Splitgate will succeed if they're not fully focused on trying to make the entire game pay to win, because besides that, bro, I feel like they got an absolute fucking banger on their hands. No glaze. If you don't like this type of game, well, I guess this just not your style, because anybody that, you know, loves a good classic like Halo experience or just a straight up arena shooter, especially with the jetpack and smooth, fluid, like, you know, character ability type feeling in an FPS game, you're going to love Splitgate 2. And hopefully tomorrow when we see the full launch, the game is actually like what I'm expecting it to be. But for the most part, like I said, y'all, I'm giving y'all just my straight up opinions. I don't feel like nothing is wrong with this game. I feel like it's an absolute banger. I can't wait to see more from them, bro. I'm going to be up on the dot tomorrow when this shit drop. I do got to go work. But other than that, I'm going to be waiting on this shit, man. It's been Boy Steez. It's been cray. If y'all do want to see more Splitgate 2 content from me, or if this video does end up doing like somewhat good, just let me know in the comments below, and I'm gonna straight up bring it to you. Because like I said, you know what I'm saying, I don't really expect it to do that good, because I mainly do Call of Duty, but that shit weak and this shit fun. So, you know what I'm saying, hopefully tomorrow we gonna see what it is, man. Y'all go check this shit out. It's been Boy Steez. It's been cray. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next video, man, for sure.